Hey everybody, welcome to Buzzworthy Business, brought to you by Seaside Bank and Trust. I'm your host, Jesse Stakes, and today I have Jesse Lane from J. Lane Construction.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, this is a pleasure.
So for our audience members that don't have the benefit of knowing what you guys do, tell us about your business.
Yeah, so J. Lane Construction is a commercial general contractor in Jacksonville, Florida. We do a ton of commercial projects, whether it be banks or oxygen bottling facilities or auto dealerships or animal clinics or dessert shops or whatever it may be. We're building a brewery right now. We also do a lot of multifamily projects in Jacksonville, about 400 or 500 units right now under renovation.
Huge demand for it right now.
Huge demand, yeah. The economy is absolutely exploding.
And I got to believe that that's a blessing and a curse in some ways for you guys.
It is. I mean, COVID has been a struggle. We've dealt with a lot of issues. I mean, there's permitting issues. There's, like if you want to get in touch with the city, during COVID, you literally have to, they won't pick up the phone, you have to email them, set up an appointment, and then you get this appointment, multiple weeks later or whatever. And then you finally get in, and so even just expect 6 months of a timeline, and that's with anything. That's with supply chain. That's with everything that we're dealing with COVID. Just tack 6 months onto it. It seems like these days
we have to have almost forced patience these days.
Yeah, exactly. I've learned a lot of patience in the last really couple of years. It's been a major struggle. Well,
and I got to imagine. I mean, as far as you're not wrong. I think everything has had. We've almost have to be more organized, and we kind of have to have better project management no matter what we do.
Yes.
Can you talk to us a little bit about how you guys have been innovating your project management and how you've been making things better for your customers?
Yeah. So it's a great question. We use Buildertrend, online project management software, as well as even just as simple as Google Drive.
Yes.
We're very Google oriented, and other communication tools on top of that, and systems that I've built. I spent a lot of my evenings building on this internal website that hosts every single thing down to what the superintendent should do, what the project manager should do, what the accountant should do, all these, AP, AR, everything within the company. And I've now even built a whole section on permitting and how to handle it in this new environment, and all the things that we're dealing with.
Yes.
And how to talk to clients and the culture of the company. And so, but it's really important when it comes down to managing a team, because sometimes it's hard to kind of manage everything, especially as an owner, right? Think of it this way: there's plumbers, there's electricians, there's framers.
Yes.
And those might be business owners, right? So the electrician is a business owner, and that's a lot to manage, right? You have to know every thing of Romex, every 120 volt, 220, all the electrical stuff, and then plumbing stuff, and frame stuff.
Everything
whatever.
You said, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. Well, the electrician hopefully does.
Yes.
But if you think about it, a general contractor has to understand all trades.
Right.
And so it's this interesting kind of dynamic of a second tier out of three that I'm going to tell you, of the general contractor, let alone myself, being a business owner and a general contractor. You have to be the entrepreneur. You have to know everything that's happening on every job. You have to know every wire and outlet and plumbing pipe, and so it's really a lot to manage. So it does come down to a good team, and I've really have learned a lot even in the near past and going into the future of like really plugging in the right people.
No question. Well, and part of the unintended positive consequence of what's happened in the last couple of years, when we talk about things like Google Drive, and when you talk about some of these efficiency tools, they're not necessarily tools that plumbers and electrical contractors and even GCs used all the time prior to this kind of forced hands-off approach to the way we had to touch each other.
Video calls.
Yes.
You name it. I mean, all kinds of I mean, even there's just so much coming in the world, like NFTs, and like how we're going to use that in real estate and construction and contracting. And I have my own NFT project. It's called The Suit Club, and .io is the website, thesuitclub.io. And you can like join a business group, and I can help you, but you have to buy an NFT to join it. And so there's so many advancements with technology that are happening and going to happen. Even the metaverse kind of thing. I mean, it's absolutely insane what's happening with social media.
Now, if you tell me that you're a GC in the metaverse, that's a whole nother show.
Not yet. Yeah. No, not yet.
So tell me a little bit about some of the projects that you're seeing right now or that you guys are involved in Jacksonville. What's coming? What can people look forward to coming around here?
A lot of exciting stuff. We're renovating 400 or 500 units right now under contract with clients of these projects, multifamily.
Yes.
We're doing a lot of ground up stuff. We just wrapped up an airplane hangar for the Fernandina Beach Airport.
Nice.
We're doing a brewery in Yulee. We're doing an animal clinic. We just wrapped up an animal clinic for a repeat client that they go across the whole country and they're like, Jay Lane's amazing. And so just all kinds of stuff like that. We just wrapped up a dessert shop and just anything commercial, oxygen bottling facilities and a trucking facility and an auto dealership.
It's crazy. I mean, we just have so much growth happening in our market, and and I think sometimes people realize it. They drive down the street, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, these streets are a little busier," and they start pointing at buildings that are popping up. I haven't seen that. That's new. That's new, and it's. I feel like when I went to Fernandina for the first time in probably 6 months, and it looked like a totally different place. So it's. It's
a lot of growth.
Unintended consequences of something that was negative in our world, but has positively impacted the growth of this area.
I've been the #1 fastest growing business the last bunch of years, and this year we haven't plugged all the numbers in yet, but absolutely way beyond even the prior years.
No doubt. I think you guys were 38 out of 1,000 of the fastest growing businesces in the United States.
And we were #1 for Jacksonville.
That's amazing.
We're above JWB, above, and so it really it's taking a lot of mental and emotional and spiritual and physical, focus to hold it together. I mean, when you grow from my first year doing $250,000 and then you go, now we're doing 15 million, and who knows, this 2022, we could be doing 30, 40 million, depending on sales.
Sure. So. Well, and you guys have a lot going on. If people want to learn more about Jay Lane Construction, where can they find you guys?
Yeah, the website is jlaneconstruction.com.
Excellent.
And obviously you can check me out on YouTube, Jesse Lane, and Instagram, Jesse Lane TV.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Yeah.
If you guys would like to learn more about us here at Buzz TV and Jay Lane Construction, you can join us at jacksonvillebuzz.com. I'm your host, Jesse Stakes, and we'll catch you guys next time.